Hey everyone, welcome to Pursuit of Happiness. Thanks for joining us. It is Saturday morning, 7:30 a.m. It's the only time to do this kind of project here in Florida. So it is supposed to be 98 to 100 and something for the next 10 days. And it's time to do some air conditioning maintenance. So what I'm gonna do today is I got some foam cleaner, air conditioned spray coil foam cleaner from AC Safe. I got this from the local big box store. Got a couple cans of this, not sure how much I'll actually need. I don't know if one can does the trick or if I'm gonna need 2 cans or 4 cans. So I picked up a few of these because I hate going back and I always end up having to go back. Also have drill, some sockets for taking the covers off, gloves, hose, nozzle. Let's get started. So lighting's gonna be bad. I have very low sun behind me, so I apologize for that, for the horrible shadows. But this is my air conditioning unit outside. We have one unit for the entire house, and it has never been cleaned before. The only thing I've done on this was replace a capacitor for the fan when that went out, but I haven't done anything else to it. It's been out here for almost 8 years, I guess, 7 years, and I need to take the side panels off to be able to get to the actual coils. We'll spray it down with some coil, or with the foam spray, and then rinse it off, and we'll see if it works any better. Right now the air conditioner, when set at 72, does fine as long as it's only in the 80s outside. If it's warmer than the 80s, it starts to struggle to keep up. It didn't do that from the beginning, so this is something new, and I fully expect that this will help get the heat out of the air. This is actually designed to remove the heat from the air in the house, making it cooler in there. So if these fins are covered in dirt and grime and blocked off and the air can't flow through them, just like a radiator in a car, it will overheat. So I have it turned off inside at the main panel, but you also are going to have this, which is just a safety switch. Pull that out. Now there's no power coming to this unit. Turned off inside, turned off outside, and it's just this little guy. There you go. This little guy here. The bugs are already bad. So now what I need to do is take some of these screws off, and let's see if we can get these panels off. This air conditioner, some of the older ones, you can see all the fins, no problem. This one's very protected, so it would kind of be impossible to get the spray inside there and be able to get it cleaned off. But let's see if we can get this panel off and get better access to it. Let's see. Alright, so as you can see, lots of debris, and believe it or not, even some damage from inside. Some of these fins have corroded and broken away, and that didn't happen. See how they just fall right out of there? That's sad. It's not that old of a unit, but it is very dirty. This side back here, very, very, very dirty. Way overdue. Lots of grass inside there. Cleaned out of here. And I want to be careful not to bend the fins up, but I want to get some of this major big stuff out of here. Heavy duty foam. Turn off or disconnect power to the unit being serviced. Shake can well before spraying. Remove cap. Point towards surface to be cleaned. Avoid spraying on electrical wires and connections. And thoroughly saturate the targeted area with foam. Allow the foam to stand on the area to be cleaned. So this I already have shaken up, and let's see what it does on this side. It says don't get it on your hands. How's it possible not to? Gloves, right? Yeah. Yeah, I have gloves. They're over there. So I got about one side and a small portion of the other side with one can, which I may have put more than really needed on there, but I want to make sure it was covered good. And that's why when I went to Home Depot, I bought 4 cans. So this side is a much sunnier side. You can kind of see the lines of filth going down it. Get another can and we'll do it all over again on this side. Let's see there. all in all, I would say I wish I could get more of the grass out of it, but I know I'll just mess the fins up if I fiddle with this too much. They're so fragile that if you touch them, you're gonna bend them up, flatten them out. You can see these spots here where things have bumped into it. So I'm gonna leave well enough alone. I'm gonna put it back together, and we'll turn her on and see if it runs any better. So I'm not real happy with how bad the corners are deteriorating, and I don't know if that's just age alone, if it's the material these are made out of, or if it was from the drains being plugged up. So there's pan drains on here that was all full of grass, so that means that water wasn't draining properly. My guess is it's from being plugged up, but I'm not positive. So we'll put it back together. Like I said, it's 7-8 years old, so if I get another couple years out of it before I have to replace it, then I say that's a win. The caps come with these brushes on them, but I don't even begin to trust that. If these fins were straight, you might be able to comb them out, but this is not ever going to match up to the waves that are in this radiator. So the little fins, you can probably see, have a bend to them as they go down, and if you took this across there, you would just flatten those fins right out. So I would not suggest using that at all. So let's put it back together, make sure she fires up. Now we have to put it's not really a fuse, it's a disconnect, an easy disconnect out here. There's a little tab on one side, but the box actually has tabs on both sides. So this one, what the tab does is inside the little cutout, it says on and off. So if you put this in upside down, it blocks the on and it shows that this is off. If you put it in bottom ways with the prongs on the bottom, it blocks the off and shows that the circuit is back on. So it kind of lets you know you can stick this in there upside down and not lose it if you know they've done the construction work but it's not ready for power yet. So that way you can keep everything together. This is back in, it's showing on. Close that. Now I need to go into the house, turn the breakers on. Now we just wait. System has to reset. Takes a couple minutes. Let it reset. Have a bottle of water. And make sure it kicks back on with no additional problems. I think all in all it went pretty well. And we'll see if it keeps the house cooler. All right, let's see. Can I hold the paper up against it? Oh yeah. Paper? No problem. How about a towel? Very heavy. Heck yeah. Sort of. Definitely sucking air good. So that's what we got. She's back running again. It's supposed to be 100 degrees today. Well, no, I think 100 tomorrow, maybe 95 today. Anyhow, we'll see. I've got the thermostat inside set to 68 right now because it's still cool in the morning. So I'm letting it cool down, and we'll see if the air conditioner keep up now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, tell everybody about it. Don't forget to pursue your happiness.